Salut à toutes et salut à tous, c'est Hunk d'Amatest.com et on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour la 4ème partie de mon walk de Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Yes. Dans la précédente partie, ça a été complètement bancal, j'ai réussi à retrouver Sokolov, il y a eu plein de cinématiques, j'ai rencontré Slot, et maintenant on a découvert que les États-Unis ont été trahis par The Boss, qui est donc passé du côté de l'URSS. Et qui a balancé notre cher petit Snake dans le ravin sur le pont là, enfin vous voyez le pont en bois qu'on a traversé, il nous a balancé dans le ravin juste en dessous, après nous avoir fait faire un angle un peu bizarre avec notre bras. Voilà. Et donc là j'en étais à la phase où je vais apprendre à me guérir, donc c'est à dire utiliser un visualisateur de survie, donc les médicaments et la chirurgie, voilà. Et donc là vous pouvez voir que j'ai un sacré nombre de blessures. Voilà, par exemple, coupure, condition, souffre d'une coupure profonde, saignement, aucun pansement utilisé, pas encore désinfecté, donc, avec les médocs, sérum, ça c'est pour traiter les empoisonnements, ça c'est pour contre le mal de ventre, ça c'est contre le rhume, ça c'est contre les antidotes, donc là, j'ai pas de désinfectant, donc, à moins que ce soit ça, utile pour retirer les sangsues, donc non, l'augurance c'est pour les brûlures, désinfectant, pour traiter les coupures et blessures par balle, donc, hop là j'utilise, donc là ma blessure voilà, elle est désinfectée mais il fait pas de pansement, donc j'utilise des pansements et hop là. Saignement. Ah oui il faut que je fasse du nécessaire de points de suture, voilà. Putain merde c'est quoi d'autre que je dois mettre? Ah voilà et du stipique. Et voilà c'est guéri. Voilà donc le stipique. Il n'y a pas de sens hein, désinfectant, plus de nécessaire de suture et des pansements. Voilà. Et c'est comme ça qu'on se soigne dans ce jeu. Encore une coupure. Utile pour retirer les balles et les flèches. Voilà. Et là, l'os fracturé. Donc là, il va falloir poser une attelle et un pansement. Attelle, pansement. Et voilà, on s'est guéri. Parce que en plus des dégâts qu'on prend, en plus il y a des dégâts qu'on peut continuer à prendre ou des effets néfastes dus aux blessures qu'on va subir. Et c'est bon, c'est pas difficile à gérer, hein, vous inquiétez pas. Enfin, vous inquiétez pas, c'est pas moi non plus qui... Enfin, c'est pas vous qui jouez. Oh putain, ça doit faire mal ça. Bon, enfin, c'est surtout le coude, non, qui aurait besoin de maintenir en place. Parce que c'est comme son coude qui était retourné.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Et ça recule quand même. Bombe atomique quoi. Merci de me laisser le droit de sauvegarder, ça faisait longtemps. Bon par contre le temps de jeu il sera anormalement grand parce que je suis allé manger entre l'enregistrement des deux parties. Ouais, parce que je pouvais pas faire pause entre les deux, je pouvais pas m'arrêter donc. Enfin je pouvais pas laisser ma PS2 allumée toute la journée non plus. Et c'est parti. Je vous laisse admirer la cinématique d'intro de ce jeu.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. Searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time it's the way I fly. trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I lie to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Putain, cette intro, je pourrais la regarder en boucle. Désolé si vous allez avoir un petit écho, je pense que je vais le couper au montage, mais bon, parce que j'ai mis du son un peu fort. Oh mais j'adore la musique de cette intro. Elle est géniale, elle va parfaitement dans le thème du jeu en fait.
30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad. So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuba. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard that. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells?
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the Boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The Boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the Boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. You remember it?
You mean the two NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. I've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Et c'est reparti pour un tour.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same.
Bon, c'est un peu inutile tout ça, mais bon, ça ajoute une pointe de réalisme, quoi. Il faut le point sur
And
la
there's one more
situation.
person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
J'aime ces parties où je joue pas tout le long. Ah, oh miracle. Oh merci. Bref, et bah maintenant il est temps de commencer les choses sérieuses. Alors déjà on va refaire son camouflage. C'est sur rond qu'il faut que j'appuie. Un instant. Ah. Ouais bah désolé hein. Si j'ai besoin d'éternuer, j'éternue hein. Ok alors. Micro directionnel avec les grains neutralisants. Ah ouais, j'ai même plus de pistolet neutralisant. Là c'est direct le truc qui tue hein. Ah ok, les cigares ça me sert à rien. Je m'en sers jamais. Sonar. Ouais tu voilà, on va juste donner ça. Guérir. Vraiment, voilà, j'ai 15 de tout. Alors, sérum pour traiter les empoisonnements au venin, médicaments contre le mal de ventre, médicaments contre le rhume et antidote contre les intoxications alimentaires. Oui, parce que il y a là où vous mangez de la nourriture périmée où ça passe pas et donc faut prendre des pilules pour le ventre. Soit ça passe, mais là, va falloir. Tiens d'ailleurs, couteau. Ces plantes là, c'est des plantes médicinales. Hop là. Ah, tiens d'ailleurs, il y a d'autres petits fruits là-haut. Ah mais putain, il y a le gros flingue. Je tente le coup, mais c'est risqué. Je tente le coup. Hein, mais bon. Non, c'est bon, les gens ils s'en foutent. Allez, on va prendre juste un seul. Attends, il faut juste que je vérifie pour le sonar ce que c'est. Capteur qui détecte la présence d'animaux. Appuyer sur la 3 pour émettre une onde. Tous les points qu'on voit là, c'est des animaux. Je crois qu'on peut y passer dans ce... Non. Ah non, pas dans celui-là, mais il y a un tronc dans lequel on va pouvoir se planquer. Bon, pour le moment, il n'y a personne, donc tout va bien. Oui, je sais, il y avait un serpent à mes pieds, mais ça va, je vais pas non plus crever de faim en 2 secondes. Ouf. Là, je me le fais à distance parce que pendu sur l'arbre, il m'inspirait pas confiance.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
Eh les gars, ça c'est de la tête de camouflage, avouez.
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
En même temps, c'est notre mentor.
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
Plus d'une seulement.
That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you.
Oh, putain, ça va faire mal ça.
Now, go home.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Ouais, donc youpi, ma belle arme, et ben je l'ai plus. Et là, va falloir que je me planque en vitesse grand V. Il est où, 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 il est où. Putain merde, y'a pas de tronc dans le coin. Merde. Oh purée, je me souviens qu'il y avait un tronc dans lequel je me planquais avant.
HQ, HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Tiens, on dirait que les batteries sont rechargeables. Ils sont là, ils sont en face là. Je sais pas si ça avait vont bouger. Il y en a un là, juste en face de moi. Purée, c'est long. Et en plus j'arrive aux 40 minutes. J'aurais presque pas joué. Ouais, là je reste silencieux, mais bon, qu'est-ce que vous voulez que je dise? On dirait qu'ils sont plus en face de moi. Ou alors ils bougent plus. Mais là franchement, vous savez quoi? J'ai pas envie de bouger. Parce que là, la situation dans laquelle je me trouve, c'est clairement se retrouver nu comme un verre et rien. Là, je peux compter que sur mon camouflage. Me dépasser discrètement et compter sur mon camouflage. C'est tout ce que je peux faire pour le moment.
HQ, HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. No problems detected.
Understood. Return to your position.
Voilà. Putain, s'il m'en casse un ici. Ouais, désolé, je murmure un petit peu parce que là, c'est un peu pas la flip, mais c'est loin d'être pratique. Très bien, je crois que c'est un serpent qui m'a mordu. Alors attendez. Guérir. Empoisonnement au venin. Purée. Putain de serpent. Je vais voir c'est quoi le meilleur camouflage ici. Ah oui, je vais passer très souvent ici. Hein. Oh putain, ouais, c'est beaucoup mieux ça. Oui, je fais les choses calmement. Parce que maintenant, j'ai plus d'excuses. Hop, bon, j'arrive sur 44 minutes de vidéo, donc voilà. Maintenant que j'ai passé cette zone, donc il n'y a pas de cinématique. Voilà. Eh bien écoutez, je pense que là, je suis bien, je peux m'arrêter. Donc, eh bien, c'était amatest.com pour la 4ème partie du walk de Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake River. J'espère donc bien que cette partie vous aura plu. Comme toujours, je vous encourage à aller dans la description de la vidéo pour visiter les liens qui mènent au site, au forum et à la chaîne YouTube Amatest. Pour ma part, bien, je vous retrouve pour la prochaine vidéo. Salut!